Hello, beautiful people. So I'm going to be a vulnerable. It's going to be a vulnerable share for me today. Yesterday I had a fall off. When I say fall off, I mean I had a low emotional day. I felt low vibration, despite trying to find elevate my emotions. Trying to find the experience behind it. I found my trigger. I did my catalyst journaling, all the tricks and tips and tools that I show. I did my tapping. I released some of the anger and some of the frustration. It came back down to a very deep childhood experience where I was spooned quite violently by my father when I had made a mistake. And he outsourced his power. And I felt it was a total violation I made a mistake. And so anyway, the trigger that I had yesterday brought up all this stuff. And it took me quite a while to get into a state of acceptance about this. So, it happens to the best of us. And we need to understand that vulnerability is the key to authenticity. So this is why I'm coming on live, coming on, in the video and sharing my vulnerability about this. Also, we have to understand that sometimes our emotions, what's the word? We have to surrender to these emotions because it's something bigger than us, right? There's lots of emotion, lots of stuff going on with even if you don't believe it, in the with the stars and the moon, the pink moon this weekend. I don't know if you felt it, the vibrations of that, especially if you're sensitive and empathic, you definitely feel them more. Since we are all energy, of course we all feel them. It's just whether or not you are actually aware of them or not. And so sometimes we just have to just let go and release and let be. And this is what I did yesterday. I also took the time out for me for some nurturing, for some self-love, which I do obviously every single day. The self-love I've integrated with my rituals, my daily rituals of gratitude, and even drinking water. When I drink my glass of water, I tell myself I love myself and the power of the intention. But I just wanted to share a little bit here about how the difference from it when I was massively dysregulated and and I wasn't able to soothe myself emotionally before I had all these power tools, before I had all these soothing and regulating tools. And it was a very different experience. First of all, I didn't shame myself for my experience, even though I felt a little uncomfortable, especially, coming on here and doing a video. Yesterday I wasn't in the right frame of mind. So being, understanding that emotions are a tool. Our emotions are our inner guidance system that they're trying to show us something so that we can release it, right? So this was an experience that I had as a childhood trauma, that it was ready to be released, and so it came up to the surface to be released. And this takes some time. It takes some some allowance of that, surrendering into that. But it was a very different experience, because I no longer see that I am the victim of my emotions, that I have no that I'm no longer I have no power over them, that I used to be terrified of my emotional outbursts. I used to be terrified of the ridicule and the name calling. People used to, by family of origin, and my parents and my partner used to call me, say that I'm too sensitive and too this and I'm too that, too emotional. So there was lots of that stuff that used to really block my emotions and make it much, much worse, basically. And then the third part was that this time I was very much the witnesser of them, rather than feeling like I was just you know, like I felt like I was riding the waves, right? I was the person who was riding the waves rather than being, you know, fully immersed and drowning in the waters of life, the, you know, the turmoil and the waves, right? So I felt like I was like the witnesser of it, and it was a very different experience. I noticed myself wanting to eat more. I noticed myself wanting to, you know, do things that I don't normally do, you know, like sabotaging things, you know, go out and buy ice cream and chocolate and things like that. So I went for a walk, I shifted my energy that way. And then I said to myself, okay, if you really want some chocolate afterwards, you can have some. Let's just bite, you know, take a bite size of this emotional you know, turmoil that you're feeling, and then, you know, go and get some chocolate. I got some, you know, very nice quality dark chocolate that I love, and it was fine. So I'm trying to just share vulnerably and understand that vulnerability is the key to authenticity, being authentically in your own self, not having to mask to be, and how this affects our chronic symptoms and chronic pain is, you know, so integrated as well, because our chronic symptoms and chronic pain, I've told many times, it's the wisdom behind the pain. It's the symptom telling you that something has to change, and there's, you know, we need to do something else. We need to be more expressive. We need to stop this pressure cooker experience that we have in our bodies, to not express, to not be, to not live, to not be whatever it is that we want to be and express ourselves, right? So, and also another part is that if once you say it out loud, like, well, how you overcome the shame is not only vulnerability, but it's also you telling the truth. Like, shame hides in darkness. Shame hides in secrecy. And so once you've said it out loud, you know, I felt, you know, some little, you know, stabbing of shame yesterday that I had fallen off. I was able to just say it out to my accountability partner and my, you know, my personal coach, and then also to you guys, my followers, and my the people I support, because it's very important to be, you know, just to, it literally dissolves the shame, and I feel it already in my body. So with that, I'll love you and leave you. Tomorrow, I'm going to be sharing about how essential oils have supported my health over the last month. And doTERRA is specifically the doTERRA essential oils, which are a whole new level, because I was you know, the product is a whole new level of intensity and benefits, right, that all oils have. I used to work with essential oils in my massage therapy practice, and, you know, never had experienced doTERRA's oils before, and you know, they're just a completely different level. So I'm going to be doing a live tomorrow, and I would be very happy for you to join me. The lives have shifted to Thursday, so that's tomorrow. And if you can't get on the call, do come and have a look at the replay, and how the doTERRA oils are just incredibly beneficial for the physical, but also for the mental, emotional, and spiritual aspects. And I have my frankincense here, which I use regularly for that I've linked to and anchored to abundance and releasing the lack beliefs that I have. And my cobaiba, which is I had never experienced cobaiba before. It's an incredible smell. It's an incredible antioxidant. It supports the nervous system. It supports, so whenever you're feeling slightly dysregulated or needing some kind of anxiety, helps with anxiety. So if you're feeling stressed or whatever, you can just put this underneath your tongue. I use it in the morning to support my system, my nervous system, and my immune system. So anyway, I'm going to be going in. I have my drop of lemon and drop of wild orange in my water, and how I've actually incorporated into my health as a health routine and my wellness routine. And the emotional fall off that I had yesterday, you know, I can say that I haven't had one of those for about 1 month or more. despite all these moves and changes and my daughter going to a new school and me having to move yet again and all the rest of it, I was actually very, very supported by all these, amazing oils from my physical, from the emotional, spiritual, and mental and spiritual aspects of holistic health. So come and join me and I'll show you how we can integrate them into your life. Perhaps you want to choose it as one of your holistic habits that heal, your micro habits that heal, that we choose at the beginning of every month one. So maybe that's one of them that you can incorporate into your life to start taking our health back into our own hands, and our health and also our life back into our own hands, so that we can actually thrive rather than stay in this matrix of fear and slavery. So with that, I love you and leave you, and see you next time. Bye.